Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel, welcome to Knowles Tarot, and welcome to your reading. As you can see by the title of the video, you can kind of see what it's probably about, but I don't know that quite yet, but welcome in anyways. I can tell you definitely what we're going to be doing for this reading is going to be, what spread was it again? Why am I failing to remember? Oh yeah, What's the Vibe? It's the What's the Vibe spread. For the returning visitors, you know what that spread's about. But for anyone who's new, the What's the Vibe spread is just a 6-card spread. We usually get into like more like spiritual or like interior, esoteric, like healing yourself from within, without kind of stuff. That comes up like a lot more usually. But the What's the Vibe is supposed to be like a little bit more chill, a little bit more like into like the interpersonal like relationship, the gossip, the what's going on, like like I guess in your immediate environment, sort of like what would I call it? Like a soap opera in comparison to like a documentary. You know what I mean? Like one is helpful and one is not, but not really. I'm just kidding. They're both helpful in a way. Either way, welcome to the reading. Yeah, so I usually follow the normal structure. So just basically like the video, please subscribe, notifications. If you do want a personal reading, if you do want a personal reading, information for that is down below. You can find the email down below. Thank you so much for everyone for your continuous support. Just want to say thank you so much. And I hope that this helps. So what am I thinking? We're going to be doing the spread with a lot of decks actually, but I'm cutting it down and make sure to set myself a timer. And I'm going to timestamp just in case I talk about anything, but I don't have any really messages beforehand. Welcome to 2024. As I'm reading this, it's like in between, so that could be a message for the reading, the in between. But it's like the New Year's Eve nighttime almost, so it's like real in between. It's like we're cutting it close. 2024 is right around the corner. Either ways, we're gonna be doing this spread. Starting off, well, I'll show you the decks. We're gonna be using the Prism Oracle. We're gonna be also using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. I've been telling you guys, if you're returning, I've been trying to study this a lot more because there's so much information and cool stuff within this deck. But also at the same time, I always read it. I'm like, I don't know what these cards mean. So time to learn. And then also, if we need clarification, I might go with either the Lightseer's Tarot, which is one option, depending on how we feel in the moment, or even though she's been on vacation, she wanted to say hello, and I feel like I couldn't start off the year without using the pivotal deck of like, I feel like this has been here since the beginning of the channel. It's my favorite deck, surprisingly so, because I love color. You guys know how much of the Prism Oracle I love color. Almost at the bottom, growth. That's freaking beautiful. But and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of this deck. But yeah, you guys know how much I love color, and this being my favorite deck is kind of strange because it ain't nothing but black and white. But I put some colors in it. It doesn't really matter. You'll see once the reading goes on. So we'll decide if we clarify with either of those tarots. I'm not sure yet. But the 6-card spread will be done with the Lenormand Oracle. And we'll get an overall energy beforehand with the Prism Oracle to see what the energy of the vibe is. Am I missing anything? I'm hearing something, but I can't quite hear the quote. It's something like, is everybody out there? Or can anybody? Now that feels like space, but it's weird. It's not that. It's more like it's like an audience. See, now the vibe's already picking up. I don't know, it doesn't like an audience, but also like, man, what is that? The only picture I can see in my brain, and I guess you could think the creator of SpongeBob, is the SpongeBob image where it's from the meme that's like, boo, oh brother, this guy stinks. It's like someone's on stage telling a joke. If you've seen SpongeBob, if you haven't, just go ahead and give it a good Google image of like, oh brother, this guy stinks. That's what I'm seeing. It's like this is a weird vibe already. We're gonna get into the spread, and if you want a timestamp, info is already below. I'm gonna put that for you for sure. It's just I don't know what I'm feeling with that vibe. Maybe we'll get into it later again. But the reason why I'm seeing is because I'm seeing not only like the performer, but I'm seeing like the audience too. Like that's why I said audience, even though I was talking about like, even though I'm still seeing the stage. So it's like the contrast between the audience and the performer. Kind of thinking about that a bit with like how they talk about celebrities are a mirror, and like, you know, how we make celebrities, like they wouldn't be popular without us, you know, because we stream their music, we watch their shows, we read their books. So like we're still important to it, even though we're not the celebrity, but we are the like the power behind them, you know, the reason, you know, I don't know what that means. We're gonna go ahead and get into the spread to see what your actual vibe is, to see what you got going on. Because and the Norman should be cool for the spread, I thought, even though I'm terrified to read it because I'm still getting used to the definitions. I wrote myself a little book, but it has a lot of people and like it's very, I don't know how to say down to earth, but it has like a lot more connect, like Key in the Cage, like more physical things. But it relates to the human experience. The book, the bear, like those things, the letter, things of Earth. A lot of specific information, I should say. I don't know how. I'll define that later. But anyways, let's get into the spread and see what's up for the vibe. What's the vibe? I always hear Bruno Mars, and I forget the song, but I still hear him in the back of my head whenever I start the What's the Vibe. What is it? Oh, guess who's back again? I can't stand that. Let's see. Alright. So the vibe for the collective with the Prism Oracle. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot, actually. Thank God. I was like, we're not gonna start. I literally will pull a card for you. Look at the bottom. Oh, it says stop. See, even Spirit agrees. I was gonna incense, and I always forget to do it in the readings, and then after I get out, I'm like, what is that I feel? I was like, oh, that's energy. That's because I didn't freaking do this. So, if I may. I heard like, is it Kanye West or what it is? And if you will, something like that. You guys know more than I do. What's that? Oh wait, I shouldn't do too much with that. Gotta keep it balanced. This irritates people's nose in my house, and I have to just make sure. Oi. Maybe I'll open that up real quick. I'm hearing Dark Side by Amber Markey. I'll tell you that album if you're a returning visitor. If you're new here, I'm so sorry. They usually don't take this long to start, but this is usually new readings are like this. Not new readings, this is not new, but like, I'm doing something newer with it. Different cards. But timestamp, I promise you. I'll get you right to it. That smells really good to me, though. I love it. So the Capricorn energy is here about being true to yourself. Oh, stops at the bottom. What's that at the bottom now? Movement, literally. I love that, spirits. I keep, red light, green light by the baby. Another Cap. Fuck. Why would I say the baby? Yeah, well. Red light, green light. I can hear it now. Anyways, what is the collective? With the Prism Oracle, what is the collective? Oh, not the Rick. I'm curious. Oh, that's so cute. So the ones that felt were like purple and orange. I don't know what that means, but it was a lot of, all I saw at first was like this, so it was very like, whoa. And then pink at the bottom for love. But just one card, Spirit, for the collective's overall vibe. So I can get something specific for the collective. Okay. Just one card. Even though rejection and anxiety and energy and ideation. Okay, but these are all like the same shade. So that's cool. I don't know if that's root. Oh, look at this. Look at me. I'm like, oh, I did it in good timing. And then the sun went behind something. And it's gone. There's still light, though. So maybe in a time where there's no physical sun. And why? Anger and pain. They're all red, too. Why? It's like... Okay, I might have to... oh. It's because I feel like it's the ends. It's like what happens when like you want to attract like good energy. It's like you pull in bad to like pull its opposite. So for some reason I don't know, like when you clear energy, like it pulls up all the bad so that it can get it out. And like, so I don't know. I feel like the incense was it's just making making the deck a little wacky. Because the Prism Oracle doesn't normally act like this. New Year's Eve fireworks, I forgot about those. Why do y'all have a firework for every damn holiday? I have a question about that. You don't need a firework for every damn holiday. Alright. You really don't. For Arbor Day, guys, you can put them down. Alright, let's see. What would be the overall? Okay. One card. And it's red still. Passion. Oh my god. And look what's at the bottom. What the fuck? Even though this is not red, the book tells me it's orange. I'll believe it when I see it. I guess so red and orange as a step-by-step progression. That's very nice. And they're like really close by together. Oh my god, what's at the bottom? Another shape. But this is technically pink. Hey, would you believe it? Yeah. So it's red, orange, and pink here. Which feels like grapefruit. Just it initially, so it just feels like, I don't know. I don't know what grapefruit is. It's like sour and sweet. So again, there's more of that contrasting energy. But the vibe overall with passion, even look at that, how it's like contrasting, how it's balanced. Something here is balanced with you right now, but it's in the reds. Like, you know how balanced in this deck is green? And I talk about color. There we go. The balance is green. I talk about color opposites. These are color opposites. Like, think of Christmas. Think of like the root thingy, like the root cord, or wait, it's the electrical thingy, the root whatever, root wire or whatever to like the something wire, but it's like the red and the green are opposites in the color spectrum. Like 3D glasses are red and green stuff, shit like that. So what I'm seeing here definitely is it's giving me the like I'm thinking almost even imagine like Aries and Libra, because Libra is balance, and this red here, passion, could even be Aries. Those are opposite signs. So just what I see here is like within opposites, there's always something very similar. So within this passion there is balance, but you can see that it's still like this balance is all together as one circle. This passion is two different objects. So it's like balancing something, mirror reflection, but like from the out, because this is like reflecting from within. This is like reflecting without. So mirror reflecting without something. Let me look at that passion. Overall energy for the vibe. You're definitely following your passions. I should say that. Let me get out of my like normal Knowles Tarot brain and just think about the vibe of it. The passion with, and I guess balance is there, but what was at the bottom was happiness for sure, and ideation. So you're creating something and you're happy about it, and it's bringing you passion. It's lighting your fire. It's lighting you up, and it's making you feel balanced here for sure. Because we went over that. I don't know why though. The passion, the P. I'm even thinking passion fruit. So I mean, I don't know, something about it still feels very like sweet. It's very sweet energy. Jumping straight in 2024, y'all. What the fuck? That's good. Okay. But the P here, what is that? What is that number? I don't want to count right now. I feel like it. I'm too lazy. It's the end of the year. My God, it feels like at the end of the school year. P for passion. HIJKLMNOPS. What is that? How's that sound? Because it's 16, it's the tower. So like I believe so. I'm feeling wrong. That's 7, 16. Okay, I don't know. But it feels like, okay, I guess if the 16, the tower there, and then the Lorman, the 16 is a star. It just feels like healing, healing your passions. The tower is like restructuring your passions. Something falling down about it. Something falling down, coming down. Like your world coming down. Your world turning upside down. Even like how it's like if you turn this upside down, it's still like, but like it's almost like you look the same, but there's something different about you on the inside. You know, it's like there's still that internal, actual, physical change. But I don't know. It's like you're still moving your passions real well. These almost, oh my god, I can't hold a card. These almost look like flip flops now, a little bit, like if they're facing towards each other. So you could be like just also chilling out too. And if I think of passion and flip flops, I think of like an artist like Phineas, the writer and also like artist himself for Billie Eilish. I feel like it's just something like, and he's a Leo or something like a fire sign would be like in flip flops and sandals and like making good music or making good art or doing good work. Eight of Pentacles vibes for sure. But Eight of Pentacles with like Yeah, Eight of Pentacles with like King of Wands, or Eight of Pentacles with like Six of Wands. Oh, why did I think Ten of Wands? Even Ace of Wands still though. So yeah, maybe five, maybe five. Not even five. I don't know. But if I'm saying all that, it just feels like the ends and beginning something new, beginning a new passion, but then also ending another one, which we talked about with the Tower. So it all comes around the same. They say the spirit's saying the same thing, except this orange here is different than the red. It moves forward. It pushes you forward into happiness, and this happiness is with orange energy. Orange creates life. It creates vitality. It creates, and like an actual orange, it's like a thing of a fruit, like vitamin C. Like it actually it's healthy. It enlivens you. You know, it keeps you moving. Um, what else? What else do an orange do? Somebody tell me. What else do an orange do? All I can think of is vitamin C, and so the C in my regular brain is the number 3 for the number ABC. So that's the Empress. So all the threes: 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. I was gonna say the passion feels like 3 of Wands too. You're waiting to go to the beach or something, or you're waiting to do something fun, waiting for something that's gonna make you happy. Let's go ahead and move forward though, because I don't know what time it is. But I told myself I was gonna set a timer, and I didn't. I'm out of this world. I saw that song by Amber Mark on the screen. 1 second while I go ahead and set myself a timer. That's importante. They don't have the number I need in the presets. That's so annoying. Yeah, I'll go with that. Anyways, okay. So, what's the next deck? This is the insert name of Oracle here, Prism Oracle, and I need. Oh, it's on top of it's under the book. Oh my god. I brought this book in here. I was like, I need a whiteboard because some of my examples, I just don't know how to talk sometimes. I be talking because partially because my Mercury is in Pisces. Yeah, my Mercury is in Pisces. It feels very dreamy. Just like you'd want Pisces maybe you want Mercury to be like in an air or an earth sign maybe to be grounded or to be moving your communication. But for me, it's in water. And to be in fire, Mercury in fire might be like pretty passionate, probably still on base about something, probably still instinctive of speech, but water and speech together, it's very something else. So I just always feel like I talk weird in a sense. So I was like, I need like a board, because sometimes I have to draw it out for y'all. And I was like, oh, I could just go ahead and take a book sometimes, take a piece of paper. But that's only if it really needs drawing. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the Lenormand Oracle. Let's see here, and we're gonna see what the vibe is. Oh yeah, let me get the guidebook out for this too. I didn't go to the guidebook for the Prism Oracle this time. That's so cool. Like it feels like we were learning the Prism Oracle a bit there when we got the book, when we brought it in. And now I moved on to another deck. So there's still more of that energy of like ending something, moving on to something else. It's really cool. That's really cool. Watch me forget how to read. Alright, anyways. What is the vibe for the collective? Starting off with star number 6 with the clouds. Heaven knows I'm too poor to race all these kings. I'm king of the clouds. I think that is... If it's not, which one is it? Panic at the Disco or is it Brendan Urie? I can't remember or Brendan, I'm sorry. I can't remember if he did release that individually or with his band. Who knows? Six with the Clouds, oh my god, did we not say King of Wands coming through? I can't know if that's focusing enough, but that's the King of Clubs in this deck, so it's King of Wands. I forget, yeah. And this is talking about going from it's talking about going from a darker stage to a lighter one, moving from one stage to another. It's almost about that in between, which is really funny. And the 6 is about balance. I don't know if we mentioned 6. Yeah, 6 of Wands. Let me read that from the thing. Oh yeah, hold up. I need to do the thing. I'm gonna start. I don't know if this is gonna continue, but talk about New Year's resolutions. Am I right? I think I'm gonna continue to 2 things with that. I'm gonna continue to pull the full spread out, so I can see the whole thing, and it takes, you know, a little bit less time, almost sometimes, hopefully. But then also something about that, like if you want to start like cultivating new seeds or starting from like resolutions or even things of that nature, it's something about starting beforehand so that when it actually gets in time for the actual production of doing it, you already sort of have like a hand on it. It's almost like that second child energy where it's like, oh, I've done this once before, you know, but it's like not quite that, you know. I don't know how to explain that, but I've been pulling these cards, pulling the full spread out for about a couple weeks now, and this is like right before the new year, so it feels like it's gonna be something that's easier to transition into, you know what I mean? So this could be a different about a transition as well. King of Wands says that, okay, somebody's hot. You think somebody's hot because King of Wands is very sexy for sure. I think that's Leo energy and Sag energy, so very sexy. But with that Sag energy, very smart and sexy. And Leo energy is just definitely very hot and sexy, but then passionate about something. So smart and passionate, someone you might think is, or maybe someone thinks you are too. Okay. Yeah, I saw the door, so choices. So it's like it could be either one. It could be either one with that. It could go either way. It's a bisexual blunt. It can go both ways. I'm so sorry. The songs have been. It must be the winter season. I keep saying that. That's Victoria Monet. I don't know what song. I can't remember right now. Smoke. Oh yeah. Okay. Smoking clouds. That's funny. Let's see. Anyways, trying to pull the rest of the vibe. The woman, the lady of the deck. Yeah, it's written as a lady. I had to read that from the book. I had some of these names wrong, by the way, when I was pulling it before. I'm sorry. I think I was calling her the ravenous woman. She still is to me in my heart. But the book says it's the lady. And it's the lady who is... They have two ladies in this deck. One who's more using her mind and writing, reading, using her senses. And we have this lady who's almost using her senses to peek outside to feel the warmth. It's like one's hot, one's cold, but it both works. And this one's very warm in a sense where it, I believe the other one's connected, like she's connected to her senses. She's connected to, she's connected to her thoughts and her senses and her environment. And this one who's, I can't find, oh yeah, this one's connected to her strength. She's connected to her outer environment almost. Her body, she's connected to physical reality almost. You know, just everything that's like you can touch, hold, feel, have strength within on the outside almost. So with the clouds and her moving forward. This is the lady, not the man though. Why is that? It could be definitely a woman that you find very, very attractive, and if I said that's the King of Wands, that fits her energy. So I could definitely feel someone who's very, because I almost think Queen of Wands, but like Queen of Wands who's like in the battle too. Queen of Wands who's not just pulling in and attracting, but then also like learning, leading, teaching, fighting, producing. Like I don't know. It feels very active. You could be, with this passion and the happiness and all this red, you could be active right now, and I mean sexually, like very much so. She is naked in that card, but King of Wands, Ace of Swords, some clarity in your passion. Like you're so clear about what you're passionate about. And then the 6 plus the 29. Am I starting to get stuffy nose? What the flip side? 6 plus the 29. I'll show you these two cards next to each other real quick. I told you I was going to pull the whole spread and I never do. Oh my god. It's the thing about me. I'm working on it. 6 plus the 29 real quick is 35, which is strength. Because that's 8. Because 35 turns into an 8, which is strength in the tarot. Let me go ahead and pull out the rest of the spread. Because I'm wacky sometimes. Let's see. Because next to the woman, because it'll speak. What is she looking at actually? Yeah. Wowza. The card we just had before, the door. She's looking at choices. She's looking at self-care. Queen of Pentacles, she's looking at her money. Queen of Pentacles, she's looking at the bag. Queen of Pentacles, she's looking at her family. Queen of Pentacles, she's looking at her home and her pets. Oh, I love that energy. It's facing next to that woman, the lady. I mean, I'm never gonna get that right, am I? I will. Oh, I had 2 cards, Spirit, and I like the writer and the other lady. I can't take these though because this is not the spread that I was. I'm not gonna find that guy. I'm conflicted on whether I should take these or not. What's the bottom of the deck say? 12. 12 gives me Hangman release. So here you go, Spirit. I will release those to those spread. That's 29 again, and then the number 1 with the writer. Oh, we got these women looking different ways. 2 women, both their attention's on different things. I see that. If anything, one woman's attention, I can't see where it's going to. Maybe looking at that passion and the happiness, I can see from the spread. But that's the woman who's thinking. I'll get into that in a bit. So she's the one who's connected to her passion, connected to her happiness. But the woman who is like more ravenous, the fiery one, she is looking at the choices. She's looking at her self-care. She's looking more within. Excuse me. Whereas the one who's within is looking more at the passion and what happiness is bringing her externally. So whether you're a woman or not a woman, it's just the feminine aspect of you. So more so is like maybe just you within, like how your thoughts work, how your heart works, how your how your mind works, how your soul feels, stuff like that is what this is more focused on with these women coming out, especially even the writer being a woman. This was just really interesting. And she almost looks like that strength card too, which is crazy because we got strength energy, a lot of strength. This is the first masculine energy to come out, which is the fish. It's kind of masculine. Yeah, definitely masculine, I think. Okay. So let's pull out the last card for the spread for What's the Vibe. It's an interesting vibe though. Is it Anchor? Anchor FM. Anybody got a podcast on Anchor FM? And then the 10 of Wands. I literally felt it. See, when the 10 of Wands is when the 10 of Wands is energy is within a reading, and this is the underlying, so this is gonna have to be out. I'm gonna have to put it in the freaking community and everything. I'm gonna have to see it again. When the 10 of Wands comes out in a spread, or if it doesn't even come out, if it's within the energy of a spread, I'm telling you guys, I physically feel it, because my back has always been giving me trouble. So I just, I feel like it always hits me within. I don't even feel it back pain physically sometimes. It's not gonna be real back pain. It is, but it's almost a back pain I can't describe on the outside. It's like I feel it there, but I can't see it, so I can't describe it. You know what I mean? So that's something about this feminine energy. It's maybe not being able to express it the way you want to. Maybe not being able to express something the way you want to, or express yourself to someone the way you want to. But just because it's something I was gonna say a moment ago with thinking in that Pisces Mercury energy, but not even just that, but just how information gets processed in general, the way it works down the chakras, you get into you get awareness of it, then your heart, see how your heart feels about it, then it moves down to your gut, how that feels about it, and then it goes down to your root and you touch it and how does that feel, and then you bring it back up. The intake and outtake process of information. Usually with stuff like that, it's when you're aware of an energy, you have to feel it first. There's no words for it. There's no because the words come out after you. The words come out of you. But when you intake it, there's no word for it yet. So that's why I feel a lot of times where I'm I don't know how to say this yet, because it is more of an emotional. It's at that stage where I'm intaking it, and then once I feel it, I understand it, and I get to my root. I'm oh, I get the root of it, and then it comes back up. Then it makes more sense. So that's what I'm feeling here with this feminine energy. Is if you're not able to express something, it's because it's not your fault. It's because you're still processing. It's because you're still intaking the information. So if I move forward along the spread as it goes, all this god dang information, I'll go ahead and read from this paper to get the info. The 6 with the clouds again. 6 clouds. The clouds are negative, And I'm sorry I didn't explain this. This isn't the full definition from the Guild of Reverie Lenormand book. I had a day where I just had to run and write them real quick. And so I wrote down a few keywords from all the, it's 44 cards. I had to write the keywords from them all on this one paper that didn't, yeah. So I had to go ahead and get a couple of pieces. So this is not the full thing, but hopefully it'll help enough for me to explain. Because I did read through them enough. 6 with the clouds, it is negative, positive. It is also conflict, it's doubt, and it's change. Okay. So doubt, change, negative, positive. I was feeling the extremes a little bit. And why was I feeling it? I don't remember why, but I was feeling it, so that makes sense. The negative, positive, the balance of both of those, but then the conflict, doubt, and change. King of Wands, conflict and doubt, that definitely feels like maybe not believing in yourself or something, not believing in your passions, and then and maybe having conflict, and sometimes a lot of conflict you have, like with other people, it's really, because it's very, like, I don't know what we're saying with this passion, it's very mirrory, very reflexive. Sometimes you have conflict with other people, like these doors, these choices you make, sometimes you have conflicts with other people. And once, again, like I was saying with the information process, once you actually process what that conflict is and you get to your root, you realize that, like, maybe it's not even an issue with them. That was a surface level thing. There's more of another issue. So it's like you're not really having conflict with anyone else outside you. You're more so battling yourself in that sense. Especially with the King of Wands. If there's nothing else, the King of Wands is their only competition. Competition by Amber Mark. I'm telling you, if the only way Amber Mark is leaving my brain is when we leave Capricorn season, and maybe not even then. It's so funny. 29 with the lady. Yeah, she is the female subject. And what did I didn't. There wasn't. They literally only wrote that in the book. I was like, what the fuck do you mean female subject? But I guess, again, this could be a female subject within your life. It could be the feminine aspect of you, which is just the outer, which is again the water, the air, and the fire, the emotions, the mind, and the soul. That's all within you. You can't touch it. But then the physical is the masculine part of that, where it's the physical, what you can touch, what you can grab. It weighs out somehow. Not to be confused with air and fire being the masculine aspects, and then water and earth being feminine. See, this is again. I can see why teachers have boards. And we should thank them for that, because there's just a lot of information sometimes. Hopefully you guys have paper or something. But the woman, the 29, she's a female subject. And I'm thinking of subject, I'm thinking of school now again. This could be learning something or relearning something, but then with this lady in the clouds, learning something about a King of Wands, learning something about a masculine subject, maybe like a female subject. Now I'm thinking of the word like someone who subjects to someone else. So I don't know, because there's also the male subject, so everyone's subjecting. It's almost so it's not that I'm putting one above the other. And that's the negative positive kind of here too. But what I'm saying here is because she has the Ace of Swords, so clarity. It's just knowledge. Maybe new knowledge about something. Maybe new knowledge about a passion. New knowledge about somebody too. I don't know. That's here too. It's bringing illumination, but it's also bringing happiness and balance. Okay, and so that moves you to the doors with that moves you to how she's looking at these doors, these choices. My nose. So I mean, yeah. So that illumination that this brought you in the beginning, that illumination that this brought you is now, and even now, look how that's illuminating. And look now, and I feel like, okay, this is interesting. Now it makes more sense now I'm looking at it like this. Like this brought illumination, and now it's making. I think this is you looking out of a window, or you looking towards an opportunity, and of course it's the feminine aspect, because you're thinking, you're processing. You're not making the action yet. You're still processing the information and making choices within. And it's funny how this little light of mine, I'm thinking of the original Christian song, but now I'm thinking of the song that's from Let It Shine, the Disney movie. That's probably my favorite movie or his favorite Disney movie, but it's probably my favorite movie of all time. Who knows? If not Meet the Robinsons, both good movies. Um, wildly different. Wildly different choices you gotta make, but still both very good. So it's hard to outweigh maybe. But there's something different about one choice that just really outweighs the other, and it's something different, and it's nothing about these two choices individually, right? That we've been saying it's something that is personal to you. So it's like that's why you have to feel into it. But it's like and it's like almost like if the universe threw two colors down and they knew one was your favorite and one was not your favorite, like maybe like close to it but different or just opposite or whatever. They're like, all right, choose, which one you want, and you probably, choose your favorite color, which is what you're seeing here. What reflects your inner universe is something that you see in this store, maybe, or in this store. Who knows? The 22 in the book, um, the female subject, she's the one who is strong, so having to be strong. But in the doors with 22, oh my gosh, I can't wait to learn these because oh my god. I already knew these before, but I kind of knew them a little bit, not really what the deck said specifically, just off of what I'd learned from other readers. Um, just watching their stuff mostly, which is funny because that's kind of King of Wands energy. It's like I didn't learn this in the book. I was just there. Um, so yeah, let me try to. So this is maybe again, if like this is like an opposite energy. It's like if you come from an energy of doing and working your life one way, this is now you doing something maybe more by the book, and that's like not even by a specific book, but just more, it's like the opposite. It's like I don't know. It's like if you went your whole life right with your right hand, and then you wanted to do it with your left hand because you wanted to, you had a passion for it. So you're teaching yourself, something new, and it's different, but it's helpful. It makes you stronger. There's that strength energy again. But the 22, let me actually read that. Choice. It says no right and no wrong, but only one door. Yeah. So there's no right choice, no wrong choice, and whatever this is, this 6. That's something that you are having to be strong about. Something that you're strong about. What are you strong about? Balancing something. King of Wands. You're strong about preparing and leading. Leading some sort of Queen of Pentacles. Leading some sort of Queen of Pentacles. Now, why is that coming to me so much? I've talked about the Queen of Pentacles for no reason. Let me just look real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on it, and I know this deck is already hard enough to move through. What does it say about the Queen of Pentacles? I just looked at the King of Wands. I'm not even going to start with you, sir. Queen of Pentacles. Meetings, impetuous, charming, intelligent, timid, kind, melancholy, truthful, graceful, and moody. You could be moody for sure. You could be moody for sure. You could be like in your feelings for sure, which is like another Drake moment. Truthful, melancholy, kind, timid, intelligent, charming, impetuous, charming, intelligent. There's that timer. Let me see what I'm at. I can go for that. Repeat. Hold that for a sec. I'll be there. I'll be there by Michael Jackson. I've been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson. And what would that have to do with Queen of Pentacles? I'm getting Virgo energy. So if I'm thinking Virgo and charming, intelligent, timid, kind, melancholy, graceful, I'm thinking very much servant now. I'm thinking very much charming, intelligent. It's intelligence, like learning. Like you learn for yourself, but you can give that information to other people. Charming, it's like you are releasing a part of yourself to give to other people almost, to be charming. You have to like put on that role, almost like a little extra charm, extra character. So it's natural to most people, like that King of Wands maybe, but it's still like, it's not your entire persona. There are multiple pieces of you. But it's just right now, it's charming, intelligence, melancholy, truthful, graceful. It's like, definitely that. I just feel like you've been putting on a role for some people, and it's like you're just now, maybe you're just even more relaxing into yourself and like relaxing into like shedding a skin, going into something different. You could be getting a new job. You could be in a new environment right now. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving forward. The lady now with the Ace of Swords again. So 2 Ace of Swords around the Queen of Pentacles. So 2 swords defending the Queen of Pentacles. You are literally defending if I were to show you this, you're literally defending your not only your choices, but you're defending your self care. You're defending your like because if I said the Earth, the Pentacles, the masculine, that's the physical, the outside. It's like you're it's like outside, your outer, your skin. Who's doing skincare? Who's doing a face mask? I see someone doing a face mask, and it feels like charcoal, but who knows? Because there's a ton out there, a ton of choices of face masks out there, a ton of choices of self care. There's a ton of different types of self care for sure, and it takes a journey to figure that out. An individual journey, which is what the wands would tell you, but what the king of wands would for sure tell you. It takes a journey, and he's definitely walked it for sure. But now we have maybe these women, maybe you've learned something about a king of wands or a king of wands journey, or maybe you just learned about like a if it's not an actual man, it could be a dude. Or I say it's not a man, it could be a dude. If it's not a dude, it could be an actual woman who's maybe just presents more masculinely, or just has more masculine aspects, or is a masculine sign. You know, just in a sense, it's not even talking about like man and woman right now. It's just sort of talking about like the energies of, is it within or is it without? Is it inside or is it outside? And this King of Wands, it feels like there's been like an outer journey, like a walking, a physical exertion of a physical King of Wands. It's like wands are like our fire, their journey, their soul. They are their movement. So it's like you take a journey, you take a path. And so maybe you've learned about a path that someone's taken, or just learned about like a learn about the journey that someone's been through, and it's sort of like now you're with both ladies coming out, literally both ladies. Now you're sort of intaking that information. Oh, now they're looking at each other. Oh my God, now they're looking at each other. But see, in that sense, they're sort of like the Ace of Swords. It's like they're both talking. There'll be two ladies talking around you. They're both very different, both very similar. What is it? They're the subject, you know. What would I say? And the subject is what you learned. So then why are they what you learn? Why are the women what you learn? Anyways, I don't know. It's just a subject. Maybe they're the main. I was gonna say main character. I was gonna say the focus, because that's what a subject is. Maybe there are people focusing really hard around you for some reason. I'm gonna keep moving forward. What's the Vibe feels like late night tarot mixed with like with like a weekly reading. It's like it's perfect baby, where it's like it's late night tarot talk, but during the day where you can see. So I'm just like double embarrassed. I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? But I don't know. Maybe it resonates for you. It's looking at the writer now. Oh, I put them in the wrong spot. Oh my God. Switch. Reverse. Do reverse. Now slide to the left. Okay. Now we have the writer. I gotta drink them. Now we have the writer. But we had okay, and now this is different because she's not looking at the writer. She's looking off into, there are no cards in this area except for passion and happiness. So we're looking at passions, and that makes sense. That rose there, very passionate. And the writer here, not looking at it, but there's a message coming through. There is information, news coming to town. There's some news on the horizon. And Nine of Cups it feels like it is either a wish fulfillment for you, a dream come true, or on like a realistic level, it could just be like it's like we wish we manifest all the time with Nine of Cups. It's like Nine of Cups is like when you're just in like you're in your happy energy, where you're okay at your own heart, you know, with your own heart and everything. So it's like when you do that, you're just like, oh, I wish I had a cup of water right now. All of a sudden, you chance upon a cup of water, and it's like, oh wow, it's like you manifested in a sense, but it's just like that. It's like a good It's like vibrating at the level of it in a sense. Like you're the nines are like when you're in that. It's almost like a good buzz, but like not even like that. Not that in the sense of like you know, like a, I was gonna say not like a drug, but like a buzz of like a natural, you know, buzz from the inside, where it's like I don't know, like when you learn when you learn a lesson that makes sense to you, or you like you have a good exercise, or you know all these things that are happening inside that sort of feel like exercise with them. So it's like this whatever information this brings in, and the fact that you're not looking at it, but you're connected to the environment. You're still like it feels like you guys really did get into that writing, or that maybe even reading, or just doing more so with like writing and reading, because you're focused on that, because you're focused on this rose here. Feels like a gift, or you got a gift from someone, or you're just recognizing your own value more so too. You're recognizing your value because whatever you're producing is a gift for sure. Like whatever you're writing or reading about, the information it gives you um, strengthens you, and that's a gift 10 times over. Um, but this is interesting energy, because like this is definitely again 29 dropping right back down to a 1, end, beginning. So there's definitely something ending and beginning, and what it's ending off on, if it's even if we're even talking about like the previous year, which is I didn't even think about that. We're talking about the previous year. You could be like ending your year on a very introspective stage, very connected to your environment. Yeah, so subject who's connected. You could be connected to just the cycle you've been through, and your truth, the truth that you come out of it with. This Ace of Swords is like the sword you built coming out of this cycle. And now as the new cycle comes around, it's like you can literally feel the newness of it, which is strange, because like it feels like normally it's like now you would feel more so. What would you feel? Maybe you'd feel 10 of Wands. You'd be like, damn, this was tough. And then you move forward, it's like, damn, this is still tough. Or another 10. Yeah, so it feels like with tens, it feels like, yeah, it's like new beginnings still, but this crop is like you harvest something, but you still have to work to get rid of. It's like with this, there's not much work almost. So you took care of that. What else would I feel? The birds. Yeah, this is lighter energy. These birds are light energy. There's positive news on the way. That's what the birds mean. 12. Yeah, let me see what that means for sure. The 12, the birds. Passing of positive information, such as social media. So someone could be tweeting to you, TikToking to you. What do they do on TikTok? Literally, and I'm not trying to make a joke about TikTok. It's just that the app takes up so much space, and I can't even film my videos sometimes. How do you think you guys think I can have TikTok? You guys see me? I'd be like, phone low storage, and I'm like halfway through a video. Anyways, last card is 35, the anchor. Someone has a podcast. I know it because I keep hearing FM. Hard work pays off. Faith, stability, security, peace of mind. I didn't read the other ones. Oh my god. That's interesting, just because we just talked about hard work paying off with something. Your hard work paying off with this, your internal, and because of that, it's like the universe responds like, boom, all right, let's bring you some good news, babe. Because what you're in the past, it's like, oh, these choices, this journey that you're dealing with, this is heavy. King of Wands, 10 of Wands, like something is heavy here. But the writer here is like, let's bring in something light and fresh for you. And the anchor here is like the perfect balance, because it's like, look at that. If 29 drops to a 1, 1 picks up to a 35. So like this entire, even though it comes in light and it comes in happy and fresh, it's very stabilizing. It's very weighted for you. It's weighted for you. I was saying weighted like volume, mass, but now I was like, oh, something here has weighted for you, and it could be a thing. It could be a cycle. It could be something, like that, where it's more so in the benefit of your learning process and your growth. But it could also be a lover. It could also be a person with these doors here. There's 2 here. Someone who wants a relationship. Someone who wants a I don't know. Even with these women, I know. Like, I mean, and hey, I mean, love, so much love to the love of women who love women. This could even be like the way they're even looking at each other. Like it's like a perfect almost match, and even not a perfect match, but an even match with someone. Again, it could be platonic, familial relationship, but it can also be definitely romantic. And however you want to deal with that relationship, you can. It's like just with the Ace of Swords, you guys match each other almost mentally. So it's like if you like that, it could be exciting. Where it's like it keeps you thinking, keeps you moving, but also at the same time, it's just depending on how how y'all's brains works. But the writer's bringing in good news, and the anchor stabilizes you. What is the writer again? Oh, brings in news. The news, it says. Literally, that's it. What does it bring in news about? 35, the anchor. Hard work. News about your hard work that's paying off. This is the answer to the faith that you've had. You've had so much faith. So much faith, and it's like, oh my god, I'm putting in the work. And this isn't one of those times where where I made a joke about temperance that I'm always laughing at, where it's like, I'm doing the patience, and then temperance is there sitting there looking at you like, baby, you're not patient, I'm patient. So the universe is like, I'm patient, you just have to, be you as a human. But no, this isn't that time where you're doing something that's like not your job. This is the time where you've done your job. And so it's like, now this is the physical representation of all that hard work. And yeah, even look at happiness with faith energy doesn't have to see it coming. And the passion is just like, it's almost like not even, it's almost like, this feels like almost like blood cells now. It's like, this is within you. It's like you can feel it in your, almost in your blood. Why am I saying feel it in your blood? In my blood, Shawn Mendes. Help me. I don't know why. I can't wait for winter season to end for that reason. So I can stop with all these goddamn songs. Unless it never stops. Who knows? We're 50 minutes. I'll go ahead and call it. Not call it. What does it call it? What I was gonna say was, I'll go ahead and quickly move through this with the tarot, so I can get some specific information. And I know I can do that real quick. I'm picking up the Hermetic, even though I wasn't sure, because I was first deciding Hermetic. I was at the bottom. Ace of Wands, we said that. I was first thinking Hermetic, then I was like, damn, this thing has a lot of information. I don't know. I'm terrified, and I haven't read this deck in a while, in a sense. Not too much, so I can barely read it, but so I'm like, good luck, guys. What I want to do is, that's what I see. Okay. So it's because it's 6 card spread. It's like 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. Sorry. I see them like sort of, paralleling each other, contrasting each other. One's on one end, one's on the other end. And if we're talking about positive and negative, and all these goddamn numbers and all this information, I'm just gonna count the top row and count the bottom row real quick. So 629 is 35, and 35 plus 22 is 57. Question mark? Okay, so 57. I'm gonna hold that. 29 plus 1 is 30. 30 plus 35 is 65. Now, what did I say for the first one? This is why I need paper. Oh my god. That was 57, 57, and 65. So the top row is 12-3, and the bottom row is 11-2. So 3 to a 2. That's Empress to High Priestess. So stepping down from a heavy responsibility almost to get more into your High Priestess, your inner workings. Your the High Priestess is like, she's almost like the tech of a stage play. She's a curtain. She's the lights, the props. She's everything that's working behind the scenes. To really make the play happen. But there's still work going on. It's like it's like inside. It's work between the lines. It's like if you're the audience, it's more of the audience than stage. It came back. Oh my god! Swear to God. So that was a long time ago. So hopefully I'll remember that. But and that was intuitive. That wasn't off a card. So I'm glad that we can utilize that. But it's like the audience is here, and on the other side of the audience, on the far end of it, are like the actors. They're in their little dressing room, right? But in between is like the stage. All the stuff that happens, the magic that happens in between. That's supposed to be like it's like it happens for like a short amount of time, but all the work that's put in between is put in beforehand and afterwards and all that. It's like there's a whole process here. There's something about it that's really important, because the Empress here is just birthing, and it sort of just feels like not just birthing, but it's like you've been in an Empress stage. You've been creating. Now is more time to create for you, but not even just that. Something else. We'll move forward. Eight of Wands at the bottom. That's nice. We'll move forward because I can move through this decently quick. What's up? Don't. This freaking Nine of Swords always wants. And the Nine of Swords doesn't come out for me too often. I more so get the Nine of Wands way too damn often, and that's just on fire. And so I can't take it. It produces great strength, and so does the Nine of Swords. I guess it produces great strength within your mind. It really sharpens your mind. In 9, it keeps you sovereign within your mind. So it's just that's the nice part about that. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the spread. What do we have? With the Clouds, the King of Wands, the Hermetic Tarot, the Six of Cups, some memories with the King of Wands. Okay, spicy. Scorpio energy, passionate sexual memories with the King of Wands. Oh, the Sun in Scorpio. So there we go. I'm glad I'm mentioning some signs. There's a Sun in Scorpio here, so you could be in with a Scorpio Sun, or just Scorpio in any placement. 6 here, 6 Cups with the 6. 2 6s. Someone who probably definitely balances you. I'm seeing that twice here, 3 times. There's a lot of balance in this reading. But the 6 here is a number of balance, number of harmony. I'm a life past 6. Any other life past 6? Say what's up. Let's talk about how difficult this shit is. It's like, I think I was talking about one time. Is like I was like and I'm getting better at it as I grow older. But sometimes, because people have a lot of conflict, but they don't let it show all the time. But I feel a lot of it. 'Cause it's like it disrupts it. It makes things non-harmonious. As an Aries, I can also see that too. But as a life past 6, I can definitely feel it. And so sometimes people will be feeling something, and I'm like, hey, can we talk about this? Are you okay? How are you feeling? And they're like, oh, good, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm alright, I'm good. And then my 6 life path head ass will sit there feeling like a 5 or a 4, and just real. And when I get to a 4, that's when I'm very emperor, and I'm like, all right, I can't, I gotta control the situation. But you see what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. I didn't really. Sometimes when you don't trust your feelings, it breaks that part of you where it's like you breaks that magician energy, that King of Wands energy, even of like. You can stand up for your feelings. You can stand up for your emotions. You can stand by them. That's what the King of Wands would do. And so the 6 of Cups here, I don't know. The energy is definitely just like standing by your emotions, defending your emotions. But then like with the 6 of Cups, balancing something, remembering someone, and seeing maybe how strong you become after that. Let me go ahead and pull up the whole spread, like I said I was gonna do. Now I got the lady here. I'd be like, I know. It's not that. I'd be like, I don't know what you're feeling, babe. I don't know exactly what this is. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how you're feeling, and I'm not going to put it on display, nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, I feel off, and it's not my fault. You know what I mean? Like, I was just feeling fine. The Page of Wands. There's so many wands. All right. Page of Wands with the lady. What do I have to call her now? Because she's not the ravenous woman. I'll call her the strong, because there's the strong lady and there's the connected lady. That seems stupid still too, but I'm gonna say it. So she's Page of Wands with the strong lady. That's cool. That matches. Page of Wands feels like a very strong feminine in a sense. There's Aries energy there with the Page of Wands. Yeah, Time, I know you're done, but you're not done. Give me another. Yeah, thank you, love. And I'll get through this as quickly as possible. Sorry, guys. I know I always take a while with these. But, it's not as late as it is. And it's also the end of the year. So it's like, celebrate good time. Come on. I literally said Queen of Pentacles gave me, or no, I didn't say Queen of Pentacles gave me 8 of Pentacles energy. Before we had a freaking Oracle card, I said this passion gave me 8 of Pentacles energy. And am I going to have to use light soon? I will. I have to use it now? Possibly. And it's no way. I'll go ahead and show it to you in a second because it's not important now. I gotta show you the 8 of Pentacles first. Let there be light. Thank you. I appreciate God for that. 8 of Pentacles coming out on top of the Queen of Pentacles. So making some choices about work. Okay. Alright. And okay, so I guess this is a good time to show it to you. Alright. There's no better time than now, actually. I think it's about 5:55 as I was looking at it. It was like right beforehand and it switched. But at the bottom of the deck we had the 5 of Pentacles. So wackadoodle at that timing. Five of Pentacles. And we have a freaky 555. Freaky 555. So many F's. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Six of Cups. That just automatically feels like, in the Page of Wands, that feels like Page of Wands being in a learning stage for some reason. So maybe you being in a learning stage with Six of Cups, with some relationships, with some Scorpios. Maybe it could be a childhood lesson that you're going through. Eight of Pentacles, it could have been. With this vibe, it's like you're going through it now. It's like this Six of Cups, you're remembering it. Eight of Pentacles, you're mastering something about yourself, and you're mastering with the Page of Wands. It's like you're mastering. Page 1 is like a breakthrough. It's like very fiery, but then pages are also earth energy, so I imagine like a seed. But if I'm imagining a fiery seed, maybe like a sunflower. So it's like a breakthrough of a sunflower. It's like when that plant finally breaks through the ground. It's like that's the Page of Wands for it. So it's like having to master like breakthroughs where you wouldn't get like stuck down in the dirt by something. You weren't gonna let a cycle bury you. You weren't gonna let Six of Cups. You weren't gonna let, and that's definitely bury energy with Scorpio, the death energy. You weren't gonna let something bury. You rebirthed yourself. Not afterbirth. What am I thinking? You rebirthed yourself. You weren't gonna let it keep you down. And now there's some gleason that's not coming to brain, but it's on the emotion. I can feel the sense of whatever it sounds like when I said you're not letting it let you get you down, something like that. Next is that thinking lady. Or, I'm sorry, the connected lady. Oh my gosh, see the red energy of root here. I'm telling you this, the root of what I started calling them, the thinking lady and the ravenous lady. It's just never gonna go away. The Three of Wands, yo. All the energy we were talking about with all these wands and like the three and even how the Ace of Wands is here with the page. And the Ten of Wands is out. There's a lot of wands here and it's very synchronistic. There's a plan with so she's connected to a plan she's making. Okay, go ahead, Miss Lady. Miss Lady said, guess who's back again? Oh, the writer is bringing in news about what? The writer's bringing in news about the King of Pentacles. What the? Abundance? Stability? I'm hearing Michael Jackson's I wanna rock with you all night. And I'm hearing that because it's like whoever this is, you're like definitely, you vibe with them. This is definitely you feeling vibes with a person for sure. Because this energy is like now in your after, sort of like just like that second half of the spread where it's like Three of Wands, there's plans, King of Pentacles, there's someone who's abundant, there's someone who's got the money, but it's not that they've just got the money, it's like you know how, there we go. So balance is a major energy in this spread. You know what I'm talking about? Within there's like the mental, the spiritual with the fire, the soul, and then there's like the emotional with the heart. So air, fire, and water. Yeah, air, fire, and water are inside. How those are three objects that are within you, right? And I've always thought about that, three objects within you, but the balance of it is that one piece of physical that's without. Because all that inner thinking and soul, passion and emotions, that's inside. But the physical is not inside, it's outside. I was always like, how does that balance? How does that balance? I don't understand. But now looking at this, it makes sense because the King of Pentacles is the one who explained it to me. Because the King of Pentacles has money, right? But there's a lot of I believe that's what the word I'm looking for is value. It's like the value of those things are very important to your inside, but it's like the value of the outside just needs this one thing. It's almost like a recipe or like planting something. Literally, it's like you need this much dirt, this much water, this much sun. If you imbalance it, it's not gonna work out right. So it's like with this energy, with the inside and outside, it's like you need this much for your internal, and then for the external, you just need the physical. But the physical is so much deeper. So it's like the physical is not just money. It's like your resources, your time, your energy. A lot of things that can be just traded and spent and given. So it's like things that you have the physical capability to sacrifice for. And that can also be like information, like your knowledge. You can learn and give that up. Like that's time, that's energy. That's a lot of that. So that's why the physical can be so daunting. It's like that. It has that as well. Oh my gosh, we're in the dark now. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I did not plan it like this. I didn't know this would happen like this. Someone's saying that in the collective. I didn't plan it like this. I didn't know it would happen like this. 105 on the counter though. So whatever that situation is, you're definitely victorious in it. And at the me freaking whoa, splitting the deck without realizing it, as I do all the time, just freaking subconsciously. You have the moon. Oh, sorry, the moon card. Yeah, I add a little color sometimes to this deck. The moon card. Come on, light. Thank you. And you also have the Nine of Cups, which came out again. So there's very happy energy, very wish fulfillment, very dreams coming true. But dreams coming true because you're dreaming them. I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. It's not just like this is a wish your heart makes. It's not like all Disney fairy tale like that in a sense. This is more like Princess and the Frog, if you know what I mean. This is more like a little bit real life, but still not. That's still pretty Disney. This is more so like real life. This is more so like you're physically here, and you may be daydreaming a little bit, but you're also, and you may be night dreaming, right? But you're like you're vision boarding. You're putting it on paper. You're walking your talk. You're doing something about it, and that's faith plus works. And that Bible scripture about faith without works is dead. The whole thing where even like that Bible scripture works in the Bible scripture, but that's also talked about throughout life too, where it's like you can believe in something, but if you don't do something about it too, it's not going to balance out. So I mean, in that sense, it really no matter what religion you look at, you're gonna get the same information. uh, but I know King of Pentacles said a lot with all that. The last thing he's saying is Nine of Cups. So this King of Pentacles is bringing you happiness, whoever this is, because I normally start off talking about you, so I can talk about you for a good minute. Like King of Pentacles could be you and your abundance, you and your taking care of yourself stage, right? But then it's really strongly coming through as another person, whether man or woman or anything in anything other than any other gender as well. Um, it could be any one of those. It doesn't matter sort of about that, or it does matter to you. That's what's important to you. That's what it matters. That's the balance. But in this spread, it's not showing it. What this spread is showing is that there's a very outer experience you're having, a very with. I'm almost saying without. So maybe you're going to be without, right? And so they're going to be supplying more so the physical needs, and so it's more so like maybe being open to receive. What's underneath the King of Pentacles? The Rider. The Nine of Cups. Wow. It came out twice for the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this King of Pentacles is gonna make you real fucking happy. Real fucking happy. There's no dancing around that. But at the same time, King of Pentacles. What are you telling me right now, dude? He's got a big mustache. He looks like the Monopoly guy, so this guy's definitely got money. But at the same time, I think it looks kind of dumb. So maybe you are a bit smarter than them. So if they don't have intellectual knowledge to offer you, what are they offering you? They're still nice. Still knowledge. Maybe it's because Earth is feminine, so it's receptive. I'm laughing because like it feels good to. I mean, because it makes sense a little bit. So I'm gonna just go and explain because. It's the same thing. It's the same thing I was explaining earlier. When you actually, you do a lesson and it makes sense to you. Because most of the time it don't. So it's fine. It's good when it does. So the King of Pentacles here is Earth, and it's I think it's masculine because King, right, which is masculine, but it's Pentacle, which is Earth, which is feminine. So a very good balance here. So they're very, very balanced, very very much masculine, feminine balance, which feels very nice. But because what they offer you, I believe, is emotional school, like emotional learning and teaching, emotional growth. Because this receptive energy is like they're very receptive to you. They're very understanding, very patient, very kind, very generous, very sweet. At the same time as being like a King of Pentacles, so like getting the bag, taking care of the environment, feeding the fam, all the good things. So King of Pentacles and Queen came up in the reading. Okay. And we have the King of Wands, but not the Queen. So there's something about the Queen of Wands not being here, which is okay. Ace of Wands is literally still here. What is up with Ace of Wands? Don't make me say it, collective, because this card is very phallic, and it can talk about, como se dice, duro, someone who, maybe I didn't say that right, but just someone who is the opposite of soft. That's what that Ace of Wands to talk about. It can talk about just the, I could say erecting of a business, erecting of a building, like physical erection of a building. But it can also talk about an erection, so there's that too. And if there's a King of Wands, next one is King of Wands, yeah, King of Wands, a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles. So not only do we have the women who love women, but we have the men who love men. So amen to all that, To the bottom now, Seven of Wands. Jesus Wand Christ. Is that his middle name now? Let me get this last card, because I am. Now I'm hearing it again, Justin Bieber. But I'm hearing it in my own words. I'm saying to Spirit, don't do it to me. Oh, no, no. No, no, no. That's confident. Nine of Wands. Didn't I literally tell you guys that this is the card I be freaking getting? And not in a reading, Spirit. What that mean, bro? In your vibe? Come on, Spirit. It comes under the Eight of Pentacles, so I like that because it goes from 8 to 9. And on the bottom is Queen of Cups. So that's nice. Because I think there's no cup. Yeah, it starts with the cups. It's 6 of Cups, but there's no more cups until the end. So it's gonna feel like a desert for sure. The way there's like cups, and then there's fire, earth, fire, earth, fire. Oh damn! It's just fire, fire, fire. Ain't even no wind up in here, so it's just dry and hot, and probably like it feels like hard to walk on. Like it feels like hot earth, like sand, like the beach, or even like hot dirt, just like sticks and like crap in the I don't know. Someone going camping? It feels like someone's camping with the King of Pentacles and all this earth and fire for sure. But the Six of Cups, starting off there, Six of Cups with the Page of Wands. I feel like using the book, but I don't want to drone on too long for you guys. And I promise, for any returning visitors, if you're actually watching this whole reading, my readings are usually not this long. I feel like it's a very wintry, very hibernation, very like. It's a feminine season, so there's a lot of information processing, and I think that's what I'm understanding now. There's a lot of information to process within like feminine seasons like this, because during masculine seasons, it's just like get up and go do. But I do enjoy the processing of the information. I just pray that it's not a lot sometimes, and hopefully I'll timestamp accordingly, and hopefully also at the same time you guys don't mind. But if I do use the book, I'll go quick. Page of Wands. I feel like using the book. Page of Wands. Because it comes next to the Six of Cups. Let me just look at this intuitively real quick, because y'all deserve that. If there's any new visitors who don't want to sit through my fucking rattling of the book. Six of Cups. Page of Wands. Memories about a childhood memories for sure. Eight of Pentacles. Childhood memories. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles just feels like growth from that. So having mastered, maybe even sixth page. Look at the sixth page of some book. Go ahead and look at the sixth page. Find a book and go to the sixth page, and that maybe should tell you something. But if I see that's a sun in, oh wow, Eight of Pentacles is the sun. My timer stopped. I'm gonna go past it. I don't give a freak. It's the Eight of Pentacles, but I'll move fast. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Yeah, okay, definitely, because 8 plus 6 is 14, which is temperance, so balance. So if something in your childhood felt imbalanced, or if something there was an imbalance in something, you're correcting it. Because if it's showing up now, and why is it showing up? I would say maybe through work. If Six of Cups, maybe through maybe a past relationship that's showing up, or coming through a current relationship that you have now, and it's showing. It's like it's almost like it's a mirror. Oh, staring back at you, with Justin Timberlake. Eight of Pentacles, though, it's like, that's funny because I noticed that the Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, they're both sun energy. One's a son of Scorpio, Six of Cups, and one's a son of Virgo. Sun in Virgo, I think. Yeah, Sun in Virgo for Eight of Pentacles. So the Sun in Virgo, Sun in Scorpio. Scorpio is feminine. I think Virgo's feminine too. And this is a sun. Sun's very masculine energy. So You are emasculate. You are with the sun. The sun. What does it do to the signs? The signs go to the sun, so the sun amplifies the signs. Right. So you're using your masculine energy to amplify this feminine energy. Right. So you're using the sun to amplify the sign, and so you're using the sun masculine energy to amplify your with Scorpio your inner feelings, your hidden feelings, your deeper feelings, your um, feelings underneath that don't really get talked about often, but it has so much to say. Like I'm thinking about that recently. Was it the Jada Pinkett Smith where she talked about like her entire life memoir that I think I heard about recently, and she's a Scorpio, I believe, and it's sort of like that. It's like Scorpio can be like a word vomit. It can be like a like a person who's venting and they're like it's like they haven't I don't know, it's weird energy. It's almost just like there is what I say. You know that little that stupid toy, that little prank toy of peanut thingies where like you pop the can and the whole thing just springs out. That's what Scorpio can be like sometimes. Just like, oh, here's this very intense energy of a lot, but it's all underneath, so it wasn't said before. So that's what that energy could be, using their masculine energy to amplify that, maybe to not amplify it, but the sun grow it in a very positive way, in a very healing way, right? So you're expressing yourself, all these expressing everything that's underneath that's maybe hidden or darker or just feels more intense, but you're expressing it in a very soft way, softly. Amber Mark, sorry. Um, it's I will stop with the Amber Mark songs someday. But yeah, Six Cups, using it to balance yourself, and that's how it's balancing you by um, expressing yourself softly, right? Even if you feel intense. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, you're using your masculine energy to amplify with Virgo your organization, your inner organization, your analyzations of things, how you organize it, how you process it, your selflessness, your almost ego too, but with Virgo. My Virgo, my sexy bordering on homeless look. It's like it's not homeless, but it's like disheveled but sexy almost. And it's like I don't need to show you. I don't need to show you my I don't need to show you my I don't know, my balance, or it's all because it's close to Libra. So it's like I don't need to show you my balance or my organization, because I know what I got. I know how I know. It's like it's feminine. You don't need external validation. Maybe about your work, maybe about who you are. With Page of Wands, about this breakthrough you're having, about maybe leaving the past behind finally, but like not just finally, but like leaving it behind in a healthy way, expressing things more confidently and not really having to have that external validation, being like, okay, yeah, I know what I'm saying is true. Maybe in the past you were like, you leaned more with the Page of Wands. Looking at the Six of Cups, you leaned more on with Scorpio being the child energy. You could have been more so that child role where it's like someone maybe acted older than you, or just was older than you. It's just, I don't know. It's just you could have felt young in a lot of energy, but now it's like there's definite growth for sure. And with both those suns here, it's like there's double growth, and it's like I don't know. It's just very Scorpio and Virgo put together. I don't know. That's funny. I think that's both my mom and my dad's signs individually. I keep forgetting that every time. I don't know why I remembered it now. So it's gonna be a father and mother energy again. Again. Um, where it's like you are trying to make yourself a good mix of where you come from, with these roots here with Scorpio, and with Virgo, it's like not roots, but kind of roots, but like Virgo is like sacrifice, selflessness, cleansing. Yeah, cleansing your roots. But then like what would that be? I'll don't know that. We're gonna move forward. That's the Sun Virgo, Sun Scorpio. Those are important signs. And then I didn't say Three of Wands could be also be Aries or Leo, or any fire sign. King of Pentacles is naturally. I normally see Taurus and Capricorn from King of Pentacles. Virgo I see from the Queen. And Taurus, yeah. And the Nine of Wands is usually the end of the procession of fire. So with the nine, so maybe Sagittarius energy or Leo energy there. All that coming up. But the bottom of your spread says that there's plan. Oh, yeah, we talked about there's plans coming through. Plans with the Three of Wands. It's like maybe there's just been taking a while that you've been standing at the beach at probably to wait for them to come through. But with the three there, it's like I'm not thinking pregnancy test. It's not. Well, it could be something like that, but it's not. It's not. It's like the word I'm trying to think of is more so like a surety of the creation. It's like the three here is the awareness of the creation, of the connection, so you're aware of a connection, you're aware that this is something solid. Even with the anchor coming out, you're aware of something solid. I didn't even look underneath the cards to see what it is, but that's the thinking woman. I'm sorry, you got 6 cups with the clouds, so yeah, definitely I don't know, memories about the past, moving forward though into a better light. The Page of Wands with the woman who is strong, the strong woman. Yeah, literally growth. The Page of Wands is a child, almost in a sense, and the strong woman is a woman who has grown strong, in a sense. So this is definitely growth. And then the Eight of Pentacles, work energy with the Queen of Pentacles and the Doors. Choices about what you want to do with work, choices about what you want to do with your career, choices about what you want to do with your time and your resources, because 8 is a number of infinity, so this is something if you're gonna be doing it almost like forever. Wow, forever. Bear, a pop opera. I haven't thought about that on this channel that often, but if you've seen that musical, it's real good, and you can talk to me about it because I freaking love that musical. Bear, a pop opera. Oh, it's so good. It's like only on YouTube, I think. Anyways, freaking crazy good. Something I'm very passionate about because I personally feel it. But then it's just also a good, like, it's outside of me. It's like it's a good show. So this could be some energy about like you being personally invested in someone, but then also just like unbiased. They're they're a good person on their own. So it feels very balanced, where it's like you're not infatuated over something. You're more so like like you're interested, but you know how to lead your own life, and you're just very admirable of them leading their own too as well. But then let me just keep moving forward. Three of Wands is on top of the woman, the connected woman. So you're connected to, right, and that's funny because this is where we discovered that I didn't even do the bottoms. But the Three of Wands, I said you feel the connection. You feel because with the threes, it's the number of, like I said, pregnancy test, birth. It's almost like there is no birth yet with a pregnancy test. With Three of Wands, there is no journey yet. There's no movement yet, right? But there is that inspiration and that connection and that it's like the fact that clocks have those three important pieces. Those clocks, I think it's like the arbor, the pen, and the wheel for watches. And it's like those three pieces. As soon as they come together, you've got something that tells time. Without one piece, you're not gonna tell time. Without the rest of the piece, you're not gonna tell it. But as soon as all those pieces come together, it's like time is now turning. It's like you don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but now you can tell time. Now you can move along the process. So it's like you can't tell what's gonna go on within this journey or whatnot, but you know that time is moving forward. You know that there's something that there's something in motion. That's what it feels like. It's almost like seeing that ship from afar with that Three of Wands. And the thinking or the connected woman is like you're connected to it. You're so connected to it. Ace of Swords is like you're so sure about it. Whatever you're sure about too, it's just I don't know. You're sure about it with the Ace of Swords, but with Three of Wands being fire, it's like you feel it in your gut too. You feel it in your gut. And that almost gives me the energy too of like women who have been pregnant enough times who know when they're pregnant again without having to take a test. I used to see that archetype come out a lot when I was a kid, and I was like, what the freak? How do you how do y'all know that? I barely even know when I'm hungry sometimes, and my stomach is like rumbling. But anyways, or fireworks. It's kind of pretty when they're quiet. They're pretty. King of Pentacles comes on top of the Rider. So yeah, a news is coming in about stability, about the King of Pentacles. That's Taurus and Capricorn, I said. So news is coming in. If I say Taurus and Capricorn, they are the beginning and the end Earth signs. So news is coming in about the ending of something and the beginning of something else. And if I think of Capricorn being the end, going to Taurus being the beginning, of those earth signs, I would think of someone shedding skin, which we talked about earlier. So this is you shedding your skin of something old and releasing it to something new. And it's funny because it comes under the Page of Wands. So it's literally you dropping that suit of weight, right? And you're releasing it to that fire, burning it, letting it go, releasing it, letting it take another form. You know, like I think I said in one of my videos on my regular channel, I was like, that guilt, all that negative energy, that is not for you. Give it to them. And it's not like a, ooh, I'm just gonna blindly return this. It's like, no, it's like, it's, you can blindly do it, but with the earth here and the Page of Wands, it's almost like a campfire. So you're not blind. You have a little bit of illumination. It's like you have that instinct and that feeling that you've been done wrong in a sense. And it's like you're not just gonna sit there and take it, I feel, but you're not gonna physically fight back. The King of Pentacles would not do that. One, it's almost like, I believe the King of Pentacles does get a manicure, pedicure at least a bit, so he doesn't want to mess that up, because that's money. That's why, because it's money. But also at the same time, it's just like the King of Pentacles is just more refined than that. So it's like there's no need for a fight. Because with the Page of Wands, it tells you there's a spirit that he trusts in that can fight his battles, like karma, the universe, that the King of Pentacles can utilize. And with the end coming with the Nine of Wands, it's like, oh my God, there's a bit of a struggle. But Nine of Wands comes on top of the Anchor, which is the Nine of Swords. That's freaky. So two nines. You are not at the end of the spread. Okay, so that's all it tells me. I'll say that. I won't let it stress me out. All it tells me is that at the end of this cycle, you are, or coming towards the end of this reading, you are completing a cycle. You're not at the beginning of the new one. It's not 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. We got it at the bottom of the deck with the 10 of Wands, which is okay. So that means all that's next is maybe the 10 of Swords. So closing out a mental battle, closing out, maybe wrapping up some story, some thought, some ideas, wrapping up some ideas, writing it down or whatnot. But then at the same time, this is closing a cycle, or this is just closing the cycle. So you're seeing the end of a cycle come through. The Nine of Wands is nice on top of the Anchor because it's almost like the Anchor cools it down. The Anchor calms it down. It stabilizes it. Whereas the Nine of Wands would be very passionate and like very antsy to get out and fight and just really end this. It's like the Anchor is like moving it slow, calming it down. And the Anchor is about stability. And Nine of Wands I'm reading here. Lord of Great Strength. We talked about that in the last reading. We did read from the book too, which is funny. And it was just about, great strength. It was about having to persevere, fight through something. And this Anchor is like having to fight to keep even your mind calm. It's like even like the way fire and air, because if Wands with the air, fire and air work together, it's like the oxygen fuels that fire, and that fire makes that air hot, and it's like that you can use it for energy if you temper it out, but it can also be used for like destruction if not, because you can use it for like, I don't know, forest fires. You can wipe out an entire continent if you tried. It's very dangerous natural energy. That's why it's tempered. So I don't know, this ending of this spread, it's like Nine of Wands on top of the Anchor. It's like this could have been very destructive, very, very, very painful for you. But this 35 here is like you had, 35 with the Anchor strength. We counted that number earlier, did we not? 35. So you're having to have strength. That was the first number we counted. We counted those cards together. So you're having to have strength. And Nine of Wands is saying here, it's okay, because it's almost like the universe is recognizing with this Anchor. It's like, we know that you're going through a tough battle. Nine of Wands. We know that this is not major arcana. This is minor arcana. So the universe says we know that you are physically putting up this fight, persevering through this. So I mean, with the Rider coming through with the Anchor, we've got good news for you. The Rider coming through, looking at that Anchor is like saying that part of this good news is that whatever this is will stabilize you, will make you feel comfortable with King of Pentacles energy, will make you feel happy, will cool you down, even when you're feeling, burdened. And at the same time, it's just gonna feel really good, really nice. And the Anchor, I don't know if I feel with that too. A podcast, that example's been coming out a lot. Even if you don't have a podcast, it's like the energy is like almost like a podcast. Like, podcasts are audio journals. You in on one sense you can talk and get things off your chest, get things off your feelings, release that energy. and that's what the Ten of Wands would then bring. So maybe you should start a podcast, but then also at the same time you could just start any sort of like release process where you express yourself, right? But at the same time, podcasts are fun to listen to. On the other end, podcasts are very fun to listen to because then you hear people with your experiences and you're like, yeah, fuck, I feel that too. And it's like, oh yeah, fuck, I do that too. It's like you get all aspects of it. That's what the Ten of Swords will teach you. It's like it's I think it's like something the Sun in Gemini or like Mercury, some shit in Gemini that feels very wonky. And so it basically just teaches you like the balance of negatives and positives, which we were talking about. But the negatives and positives, up and downs, the balances in life between like, everything, accepting it all, not leave it would leave it all to me, like Carly. That's my favorite show. um, but no, it's like it's accepting everything in life, the good and the bad, as information, right? Because it's just a sword. It's like it's information. Don't try to take it personally. Don't try to take it to your soul. Don't let it hit you on the outside. Just take it to your mind. Think about it. Process it. And that's because that's just Ten of Swords. So maybe the Ten of Swords lesson with that, if you want to get it through it a little bit better, is that sometimes it can feel, because it's on your mind, it can feel very physical. It can feel very like external, but at the same time, because air is also masculine, so it can feel very external. But at the same time, it's all within as well. So I'm glad we talked about those two examples. I feel like I'll post a community spread picture about what I'm talking about because I feel like I'm also being confusing. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully that makes sense. But with the masculine and feminine, how sometimes it's 3 of them are within and the physical is outside. But then in the tarot, or in elements, air and fire are masculine and water, earth are feminine. So there's a logical elemental reason for the balance, but then at the same time, when we think about masculine and feminine, what we've created, what we've made choices about, there's a different balance. I hope that makes sense, but there's something to that. We'll probably get into that in other readings, because an hour and 31 minutes, bro, my lower self said, if you don't shut the hell up. Anyways, there's just something with the anchor that I feel like I'm missing as well. It's okay though. I see the seagull. I haven't looked it up because I guess it's a seagull, so it's a gull of the sea. I don't know what a gull is though. I haven't looked it up yet. Like I said, I was going to. The water is there. The birds are flying. It's 9 of Swords, so I don't know why there's water here, but that's because when you drink water, it's good for your body, so it's probably good for your brain, good for the thinking process, good for completing something. Completing something could also be like a death process, a death and rebirth, and water is the energy of death. So that's maybe why that water is here. So like it's like almost like teaching someone like to swim or backstroke or back float. I can't do half of that shit. Like it really makes me freak out. But it's just like it's mind over matter sometimes. Like that mind really can get to it, where it's like then you start to sink when you overthink it. So it's like just letting it, like flowing in that sense. So the energy is definitely asking you to flow, which is half of the Capricorn energy, where half the time the mountain goat's walking on the mountain, and half the time he's floating in the sea. So this is the time where the universe is just asking you to use those floaters and relax a bit, because you have a lot to think about, but at the same time, you're built for it. I'm hearing the Queen's remix of Break My Soul. She says, I'm built for this. That's what I'm hearing for you guys, for sure. You are built for this. Yeah, with these 2 9s, 18 being the moon. I don't know, something about that. Something about the flow, the moon, right? The push and pull. Now I'm thinking of the people who, like me, I'm one of those people, the people who get the push and pull wrong sometimes. It's unique. That's also more Beyonce energy. It's like you're built for it. It's like your life is different and interesting and strange because you are on a different path. You're meant to learn something different. You're meant to be something different. And it's like you have to sort of like live that, but then at the same time trust that, because it's not going to be told to you all the time. That's someone else's path, and I don't know, for some reason, that's not how it works. For you, you're living authentically, and you're doing crazy good work. It's very strange. It's like sometimes there are people that's like there's an average worker, there's a below average, and there's people who don't really care about it. I just feel like there's above average people that really try to get that extra mile. But for you, there's something extra about you. There's that extra mile, but then there's something about like your soul root drive for whatever this is. I would look back into your roots, look back into your childhood to see what really drove you to, you know, the path you're on today. But it's just like there's something about that that's really strong because it's like it really, I can't even explain it. It's in that part of my brain and my heart. It was like it's something about you that sets you apart. In a room full of people who are set apart, you are then again set apart once more. It's like it's a very interesting. Well, I don't know what that process is called. You know, when you a Virgo would know it. One of you Virgos, please tell me. I love you for it too. Thank you. Um, anyways, all I would say in this is you are completing a beautiful cycle, and everything else I said beforehand. And this has been a long time coming with Six of Cups, but by God, King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, you've got amazing things in your vibe and on the way. And the light is. Can you? Thank you, my love. You got amazing things on the way, collective. This is beautiful. Beautiful. You should know. I think you're fucking beautiful. So whoever this King of Pentacles is, I swear to God, they really think you're really attractive. Um, that's been coming in since the beginning. Before the King of Pentacles came in, it's like before they even saw you in person, they just knew your energy, your vibe, which is attractive. Collective, this is crazy beautiful. I'll see you guys next time. Okay? I know I'm talking to the watch. It's not a walkie-talkie. I'll see you guys next time, right? Have a good one. Hopefully this helps. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment, notifications. And love yourselves. Give yourselves a hug because you deserve it. And let other people hug you too, if you like that. Because it'll probably feel good. But, you know, just add up. All in all, do what makes you feel very good. Alright. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm still talking to this bitch. And the microphone is on my shirt. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.